My name is Dr. Anderson, and here are several things that I would never do as a forensic psychologist. Answer the phone. I would never answer my own phone. And I know that sounds like, wow, really? You would never answer your own phone? Well, here's why. I get people confessing that they want to kill groups of people. They're suicidal, they're crying, they're distraught, they're having sexual problems, they've strangled someone. Horrible phone calls, and I would never take them because it's a violation of my time boundaries, and people would violate my time and expect me to work for free and put me in a very compromising situation. The amount of calls I've received today just for people wanting free information, students wanting free time, not willing to pay, just wanting you to answer questions. I get dozens of those each day. And they say it's just simply 5 questions and it would turn into 12 questions, or you could spend a full-time job just answering questions for people. And so I wouldn't advise anyone who's a psychologist, forensic psychologist, to ever answer their phone or even allow free consults at some level, because I've done it once before on my website. And the amount of people that wanted to end their life just throwing themselves in my schedule with no ability to pay put me in a compromising position to do pro bono work or be in a situation. So no, that's a hard no for me. And so being a forensic psychologist, you have to have really good boundaries. The type of work I do, you have to protect your own emotional boundaries. And this weekend I did 4 reports. I did 3 in-person interviews at the jail and 1 remote interview. Most all the interviews I do are remote, but a lot of them are very dangerous, like homicidal threats or evaluations. I'm watching body cam footage, or I'm assessing for insanity or competency, or sentencing for sex offenders, or a number of different evaluations. And so you really have to be careful about how much information you let the public access of you. And so I have really strict boundaries, and the only way you can get a link to my schedule is to schedule a phone call. And if you're a current client of mine, you would have that link. And that allows me to serve the clients that retain me, and they have access to me every day if they need be, and I serve those paying clients who pay a retainer to have me work on their case. So that's my time boundaries, that's my emotional boundaries. And if you're interested in getting into this field, my 2 pieces of advice would be that you need to have very good boundaries, and part of that would be emotional boundaries and emotional regulation. So you're going to deal with a lot of horrific content from day to day, but you need to make sure that you stay in tune with yourself and know when you need to take a break, or know when you've had enough, or basically you need to manage your time really well. And I schedule things or have periods of time in between where I debrief, or like I'm going to yoga very soon. And so I schedule self-care time because of the type of content that I hear from day to day. So what other questions do you have for a forensic psychologist?